All right, day one. Let's get into it. Let's definitely get into it. I'm going to show you a system that is used, that is through and out, in and out, that you can take right now, compared or paired, I would say not compared, but paired with automations that you can use very, very easily to get you some leads in the door. And I'm going to break it down. I don't need no script. I don't need nothing because I'm just that confident in it. When it works, it works. Um, and all in all, it does work. So let's just dial into it. And I thank you for watching. But this is the whole process or whole point of making this series is called Make the Algorithm Obey You. This is part one. Now, I thought as I do this whole breakdown, the other part of the series will be a little bit more in depth for each part of this breakdown. So first things first is when you create this, you must have an offer. You must be aligned with what you want to give to the marketplace. And let's just talk that's the first thing I'm going to talk about, because I work with a lot of clients and I've closed the deals from 2K, 7K, 10K, 30K, 32K in one wire transfer. I closed some deals. But all in all, what I'm noticing is in the marketplace, we're much in a very much like people's not gonna just spend uh $100 on you right away, $1,000 on you right away. They might spend 100 to 150 or 200, 250, but they're not gonna spend it like right away. They gotta scroll through a landing page and then probably see a VSL, and then they gotta go through a little bit more things that build trust because they don't know you, and they might have to watch some retargeting ads. But the reason why I'm saying this is the marketplace is definitely built off of trust right now. So if you're high ticket, you're going to have to dial in on truly understanding who you are and projecting the right person. Forget the vanity metrics. Forget all the numbers that truly don't matter, but there are certain numbers that do matter. You need to watch, because when you're collecting data, that is very big. And if you know how to collect data the correct way and analyze it, and then you can move forward based off of what you're doing, that's the sweet spot about this thing, is that we're in a time right now where data is present. But as data is present, people get vanity metrics and think a million followers or a million views equals $1 million, and that's just dead wrong. I know people that don't even have 1,500 followers but are making 6 to 7 figures a month, or have 59 to 60 to 70,000 followers and still making 6 to 7 figures a month. They don't got 1.23 million followers. So all in all, and their videos don't even gross to to a million views off a video. And then if you were to get a million views off a video, does that equate to clients? No. And even if it did, could you fulfill them tomorrow? Because that's how fast the herd comes when you go viral. Think about that. So, and the reason why I'm saying alignment, like I said and before, is like, are you ready for what's coming? Align yourself, because if you're ready for what's coming, you will be able to fulfill the people that is being sent to you, that are gravitating to you. When you understand your power as a human being and you start projecting literally the things that make you who you are, and you want to get out these, I would say these things you love to the marketplace, or saying like, I want to offer this, I want to do this, I want to service, have a service-based business that does this. If you're not aligned with your true self, I'm gonna be, I've seen it multiple times. I'm gonna be honest. What's gonna eventually happen is that you will not, you will not progress far as you think you will, because the true you is moving in alignment with what? With his correct scroll, with his correct frequency, with her correct frequency or scroll. The whole point is that if you're not moving in alignment with that and you're moving off of that, what's going to happen is that you will go up and plummet. You won't sustain. You won't literally stay in an altitude or frequency where you can hold. We have so many distractions right now that are literally leading a lot of business owners to, they'll go up, they'll even get a bag, crazy bag, or they might get funding, and they don't even know who they are. They don't even know what to do with the funding, or don't even know what to do with the marketing. They don't even know what they're going to market to or who. And that gets me on my next subject. Is like, align with the true you so you can know who you're going to attract. Figure out 6 interests that you like, 7 interests, 10 interests, or 5 or 3. Write them down. Go to them for 6 to 7 months and see if you like them. Meet like-minded people in these interests and move forward. And you'll see if you like one. If you like it, eventually you might love it. But you got to do it for a certain amount of time to figure out if you love it. And this gets me on my next topic, is that you were meant to literally service others, whether that's through a product or a service-based business. At the end of the day, you're going to service somebody, whether you like it or not. I don't care how rich you are or how you might be in your head thinking you're not rich. At the end of the day, you're going to service somebody. It's just in human nature. That might be opening up a door, or that might be selling candy or lemonade, or that might be, finessing people's bank money and thinking that they have a digital number that is equivalent to something, i.e. America. But at the end of the day, when it comes down to it, what I want you to realize is this, is that when we talk about marketing and branding, is that marketing, I look at marketing as, you have Yah, or God. This is him. Or the being, the almighty power. Then you have marketing. Now, why I say this is that the being himself that created us, right? He created us, right? Right from him creating us to then, if you study scriptures, that was word of mouth. To me and you, if you know business, word of mouth is a form of marketing. So I look at, that's how crazy I look at marketing. Is you got God, Yah, the highest power, then you got marketing. So you're going to do some form of marketing, whether you like it or not, in your life. I don't care what it is. You might tell a person about a good movie. You might buy something and then tell a person. You might even run ads if you have a business. You might, I don't know, you might go on Facebook Marketplace and sell something and try to market it better on there because you can't get it sold on another platform. But in some point of your life, you might even sell yourself so you can be, on a football team because you got the big muscles and might be 6'2". You're going to market yourself whether you like it, one way or the other. You're going to do that, right? So what I'm trying to get you to understand is that when you start this, what I need you to do is dial in on you, because this is the key to moving to this next step that I'm going to talk about. And this next step is pretty much this simple. Make the algorithm obey you when you know you. Even if you think a video is flopping, you still are collecting data. And data can take us far if we have it over some amount of time, because we can learn certain metrics and certain things and strategies based off of data. So what I'm going to say is this. I'm going to literally print out this strategy right now with AI and stuff that you can do right now to create content, build trust, run low cost ads, and get leads back in the door. And all of this, remember, has to be aligned around an offer that is innately and from your soul that you want to help people with. If it is not that, please click out of this video. If it is that you know that you want to help people, and I'm going to show you how right now. The first thing is that you want to make 30 pieces of content on your Instagram. Yes, on your Instagram. And you literally want to make them indirect or direct, but truly you want to do 70% of that content indirect videos. And what I mean by that is videos that create trust. If you don't know what indirect ads or direct ads is, or indirect videos or direct videos, what I want you to do is go on ChatGPT and look that up. But you want to, 70% of that needs to be indirect videos that are telling people to, I can do this. This is me. I'm the expert. I'm the authority in what I'm talking about. That's why I told you before, you need to be really truly into what you're doing so you can be able to speak on camera about it and very fluently. And then direct. You want to have the other 30% direct offers, telling them like, yo, this is where I'm going to be on Sunday. You can meet me here. I got this offer. Or I'm going to be on a Zoom call here. I got this offer. Or if you're posting in your stories, I'm taking 3 clients this week. I'm open and this is the offer. All in all, you have to do that 70-30. The reason why is because people need to trust you. So 70% of your content, or if you make 30 videos, 70% of those 30 videos need to be indirect. The other 30% need to be what? Direct. So once you do that, and make sure you keep creating after you do the 30, but you need 30 to create trust if you're going to start running ads. So once you do that, and you have 30, you create these 30, right? What you're going to do is you're going to wait, and you're going to look at data, the metrics, watch time, how many views on this post. And we're not looking for a vanity. We're not looking for 1 million views to chase 1 million likes or 1 million views. No, we're looking for numbers that tell us people are listening. Numbers that tell us people are listening to the message, because the message is stronger than the visual. I.e., God, Yahweh. The message is stronger than the visual. The reason why I say that is because what? Even in the scriptures itself, don't trust the eyesight. You know, in science, it proves that we only see like 1% of truly what's happening in front of us. When you really deep down go into science and really understand the realm that we are in, don't trust the eyesight. Don't trust what's truly happening in the visual aspect. Collect the data and look at the physical numbers over time. So once you do that and you have these 30 pieces of content indirect, 70%, 30% direct, one of them will blow. One of them will get obscured numbers. And what I mean by that is it might get if you got 100 followers, it might get only 1,000 views, or it might get 500. But it's literally getting more views than probably your followers alone. That means it's really being sent out. Or if it's getting half of that, or even like a third of it. But it looks different than any other piece of content you posted in the last 30 days that I just told you to post, so it's getting more numbers. What I want you to do after that is simply this. You got 3 options. You literally can take option 1, which is a visit my profile ad, and you can boost this. Now, there's a certain way you got to boost it, because a lot of people do boosted posts, but they don't understand that they could be doing it the meta way, which is on the back end in Ads Manager. And you can get people to follow you based off of literally this content that you've been posting, because the data is telling you like, yo, this is nice. You need to, this is it. And remember, Instagram is what? An interest-based platform. TikTok is what? Interest-based. YouTube is what? When you scroll, when you look at feeds, you're seeing what you're interested in. You're not seeing your people's content. You might see 10%, 15% of that, but you're seeing what you're interested in more of the time. So also that means that your content alone needs to do what? It needs to perform in a way that is interesting. It doesn't mean you got to go outside and light yourself on fire. Now, if you want to do that, hope you got insurance. But the message alone can just be interesting to people, and they will follow you. They will like, they will subscribe, they will do anything. But all in all, what I mean is that when you're posting this content, you see one gets over 1,000 views. What I want you to do, or 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, but just it looks good. People are interested. What I want you to do is I want you to run it as a visit my profile. If you have at least 30 to 50, 40, or $40 to $50 a day. Why? It's because you'll get, and do this in a 25-mile radius, because you'll get followers back that are interested in knowing more about you, because what? They just saw a video that was pretty dope. And whatever you were talking about, they were interested in, but they probably didn't want to take action right then and there. But now they're going to do what? Hit the follow button and look at more of your content. But what you can do is everybody that follows you, you DM them and you start a conversation, nurture them until the point where they can buy or want to buy or need to buy. You never know, because some people come quick. They need that work if you're already putting out good work. So that's number one when it comes to running a good ad like that. And then 2 is messenger ads. Now these cost a little bit more. You want to start at 50 to 100 a day. And when you do this, you're using the same video. We're literally testing on Instagram, and then we're pulling the video and we're choosing these ads, which one to run based off our budget. Now, if you actually got a sales page up or something that's a little bit, this is number 3, you can go to sales funnel, but you're going to have to create a landing page, sales page, thank you page, and probably an email sequence, and probably get these people name, number, and what? Email to collect data in the beginning before they watch your VSL. They needs to be on a landing page. Please don't leave a VSL. Please don't leave a landing page without a VSL. A VSL does the brunt work. It's the muscles of literally what you're talking about before they get on the call. The muscles of knowing you before they get on the call. That's what a VSL literally does. It literally takes care of these people not knowing you like enough to knowing you even more. And then once they get on the call, they're ready to take action. So now you want to ask, I told you about the content. I told you about frequency. I told you about them making the content. Because remember, what the content you're going to be making is going to be based off of the frequency that you're in. Then after that, once you do that, you're going to be running certain types of ad. Either visit my profile, messenger, or sales funnel based off if you have a landing page or built. For the sales funnel, you want to start probably at anywhere from, I would say, to me, a day, 100 to probably 3 based off of how much traffic you're trying to get to it. And you might have to be testing a lot based off of how your landing page is set up or opt-in page. Now let's go into how do I build this stuff out? Because that's the biggest question is, okay, you told me how, now how do I build this stuff out? So if you want to build out this, it's very easy. Get out your phone, go on ChatGPT, and for the first one, if making the content, if you want to make indirect content, you simply need to literally answer questions that are frequently asked in your industry and niche. You can do all of that on ChatGPT. Literally, tell it to find you frequently asked questions in your industry or niche for 2025 or whatever year you're in. You want it to be kind of relevant. And you start making content off of that. Indirect, 70% indirect content off of that. Then 30% direct offers for that. You can get ChatGPT to spit all of that out. Literally. Then after that, that's how you make the content. And make sure it's only 45 to 50 seconds long. Don't even do a whole 60. Just make it like talk that talk though. That's why I said you got to be in your frequency. You got to know what you're on. Talk that talk, walk that walk. But let's just say you have a messenger ad now. The messenger ad is going to be a little bit more indirect. The visit my profile is indirect too, but the messenger ad is going to be more indirect. After you do these pieces of content, you find which one works and you start You post like 3 different ads, see which one works. And the whole point is that we want to cut off the losers after 3 or 4 days. And then after that, we want to see what's winning. And when we get somebody to message us, we're sending them to a training or sending them to some type of video, or even talking to them straight in the DMs and nurturing them with a quick video. The whole point is we're trying to nurture these people to do what? To get on a call, to meet us face to face on a Zoom call. Sure, my mic is on. Then after that, we simply want to take these people there, and then from there, we have a sales funnel and page. I believe I was stuck right there. Yeah. Also, if you don't know how to create a sales funnel page or thank you page or a whole funnel, ask ChatGPT to act like Alex Ramosi or Russell Brunson and then create you a whole funnel page based off of the offer that you have. And then tell it to create that funnel page on Lovable for an exact prompt for Lovable to create that page. Go on Lovable, sign up for an account, paste that prompt in there, and boom, you have a page. So then after that, you can do that whole sales funnel page. All in all, what I'm trying to get you to say is this. Let me check how much time I got on here. I'm at 21, I believe. All in all, what I'm trying to get you to understand is this. It's all possible with AI. We can all do this. You can start today. If you need help building this out in more depth for your company, for your personal brand, for your business brand, for whatever you offer you might have, what I want you to do is simply like Simply Orange Juice, simply click the link below. Let's hop on a strategy call. I'll help you out. I'll show you what I have to offer you, and we go from there. I'll see you on the other side. I want you to start because you have something innate. You have something in you that He, the Most High, this being that is in us, created in us, He's telling you to start. But don't obey the algorithm. Make sure the obeying happens with you. And what I mean by that is the algorithms obey you. They want your time on the algorithm. You need to switch that around. I'll see you on the other side. Thank you for watching. There's more to come because I'm going to break this down even more in depth per each situation. See you later. Yo.